Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. So, I want to pour a trinket dish, and it's quite a while ago I poured a trinket dish, and these belong really to my favorite molds from Molds and Shapes because I love this little rim where I'm pouring black. So I mixed some black in some low viscosity resin, so I hopefully don't have any bubbles, and I will let this resin cure. But before I let it in peace, I still use a dotting tool and I'm going around the edges just to make sure that there are no bubbles. And I also need to clean up my mold, as you see. This is a brand new Trinket Dish mold, which I ordered from Molds and Shapes because my old one was really, I used it so many times and I just wanted to have a nice and clean one again. So yes. And when you have a new mold and you need to pour in those engravings or gravices or however you call this edge, then it can happen that your resin is getting static and yeah, then it's all over. That's why I need to clean it a little bit, but now I can just leave it and let it cure. So, and this is now the next day and I can get further with my pour. I have two colors. I have here, this is a mica from Temu and it is a light orange goldenish tone. And here I have the pigment drops together with the sand color from ColorBerry. For my colors, I have 50 grams of resin each. For the pigment drops, I added, let me think, 5 drops into my resin and a scoop of the sand color. And now I'm pouring almost all the resin into my mold. I just leave a little bit in my jar just to be safe and sorry. And then I can start pouring. In total, I mixed now 300 grams of resin. And yeah, I always have a little bit left over because I didn't consider while I was mixing that I already did this black rim. But anyway, I start using this powder, this mica powder, and look at this gorgeous color. It's really like a goldenish orange tone, which I really like, which it's really soft and gives very warm feeling. And I thought putting the sand color into my white pigment drops, it also gives a very warm feeling, a very warm color. And these are my colors for the web effect. And now I'm just using the rest I still had in my jar. I'm pulling everything as good as I can with this little resin still to the edges. And then I will continue altering my colors. So again, there is the light orange goldenish tone, which I really adore. It's a very beautiful color. And my sand color mix. I call it sand color mix. As you know, I adore the web effect in every shape or form, and I think when you add mica powder, more mica powder to it, you get these really nice puffy striations, which I really adore. And now I have here a little bit of a mix of different stones. There are my white stones in there, which I love to use, together with some glass stones. And the main color of it, well, it's not the main color, but you will see it later. There are some black stones, which should match the rim of my trinket dish. So I hope this will all look good together. And now I just make sure that I have these stones into my mold, how I like them to be, how I'm satisfied. So it always takes a while, and I'm not the best doing this. I keep on saying this in my videos, but I really needed to learn how to place stones. In the past, it was just terrible. I'm getting better at this. Anyway, it's also quite difficult seeing where is exactly the center. I'm also not always too good with it. But I think when you do the web effect, it's always nice to have something shiny, something nice in the center, especially with the Trinket Dish Mold. So I'm quite busy doing this, being very careful that I'm not scratching my new mold. And yeah, then the resin hopefully does its magic. I didn't use the heat gun this time. And by the way, I didn't say it, I'm using here the ultra cast resin. I let it sit maybe for 10 minutes before I started mixing my colors. But now you can see how the resin is moving, and I'm very happy. I'm only using my torch now and again, but this time I really don't use the heat gun. It's just floating very nicely, but it takes its time, so I just gave it its time. So, and this is now a close-up after I stopped filming because I needed my mobile phone, and you can already see these nice striations. And it's so beautiful watching your resin. It's amazing what resin does, and you can do the same techniques, but you always get different results. And this is what I love about it. But look at these colors also. And the center, now you can see more that there are black stones in there as well. So far, I'm very confident that this will be turning out nicely. But you can see here that the resin still worked further, and the striations, they are more, I don't know how to say this, they are more defined, definite. You know what I mean. So I am just loosening my mold, and now I'm so curious how this is gonna look like. By the way, I let the resin cure 24 hours, and look at this. Look at this. I'm really happy with this. I think it looks very delicate, and with the contrast with the black and this very soft color, I really love this. The striations, they are really awesome. They are more puffy, more, definite, like I said before. And yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah, sometimes, with some effects, because, we have winter, it's not always so easy, but I really love it when the web effect, it's so, how to say, that you can see it so nicely. And this is now the final result where I have some better light and you can see the webbing. It's very beautiful. And I think this trinket dish is very delicate. Look at the center with the stones. It's like they are swimming on top of the web effect. And yeah, I'm just happy with this pour, as you can notice. I wonder what you think. So if you leave me a note in the description, I would be very grateful. But anyway, with this, I love and leave you. I really, really thank you for watching, and take care, guys. Bye-bye.